Hey guys, this is gonna be today's Sugar Diaries, I guess. I was gonna do a video of this episode of the Sugar Diaries, but a lot has happened, so I kind of need to get it out there off my chest already, so I don't have to do so many different video clips and put it all into one compiled video and then put it out there. I'll eventually do it, but there's just been a lot that's been going on. And I think what I'll do is I will put that footage in the next video that I'm gonna do, and yeah. So if you saw the last video that I uploaded, which I think is what I uploaded, it was of Carlos, our last foster dog. Today, I think was a week since we had him, and we took him this morning to an adoption event off of I-10 near Katy, and at PetSmart there's about 4 or 5 foster dogs, or just available dogs to be adopted. We took Carlos with us to let other people see him, and if people had been approved beforehand to adopt whenever, they would be able to adopt on the spot at the PetSmart store, instead of filling out an application, going through the home visit process, and then getting that dog. So it took a while, but we actually weren't even expecting anyone to adopt him, because we were told that we don't really ever get any adoptions at the event. So we were planning on tomorrow having people come over for to visit us from Pasadena, and see how Carlos is and meet Carlos and all that other good stuff. But a potential adopter that had already been home checked and everything had dropped by there. Is a man and wife and a little kid, and they were looking for a dog to fill their hole, I guess you could say, and they were interested in this one dog, AJ, and Carlos, and they ended up taking Carlos home, which was bittersweet, because we were all, especially Sugar, was starting to really like his company, and he really needed to go soon so he didn't get too attached. So he left. He left with the family and said our goodbyes, and he's at a forever home now, which is great. I know I didn't really cover very much about him. He was a great dog, and a little dominant, but I think he's gonna be. I can't remember if he's the only dog or if there's one other dog at their new home, but I think it'll be okay either way. So that was an interesting part of the day. So we're like, okay, what do we do now? So we decided to stick around, and we had brought our crate with us in case Houston Boxer Rescue wanted to use the crate for another dog, and we'd provide it until the event was over. And it turned out that there was another dog there that had just been in a kennel, like a place, like a shelter kennel, and or something, or boarding, one of the two. I don't know which. They just said he's been in a kennel, and not really in a home. So they asked us if we would be interested in fostering him, and it turned out to be AJ. We were like, sure, why not? So the lady made her calls, and it was approved that we could foster him. So we were his official fosters from that point on. And not even 45 minutes later, he was adopted. So we got 2 adoptions in one day. So he was another really sweet dog. He was not nearly as uh, didn't have a lot of energy. He was very mellow, kind of like Sugar is for the most of the part, where she's just like chilling. laying down, just rests her head on you and just wants to be pet. That's pretty much how he was. And I was kind of really hoping to bring him home so that we can see how he is around other dogs and stuff like that. But this one family, mom and daughter, came in and were really interested in him. It was actually the mom that came by first and was like super interested in him and was asking a bunch of questions and questions to whoa, wanted answers to questions that I didn't know, and so I directed the questions to one of the other people there, Darlene, one of the lead organizers or whatever. So she answered her questions, and one thing led to another, and he was adopted out. So that was pretty cool. There was actually a third adoption that day. We weren't watching him or anything, but it was actually planned for the people to come by, pay for it, and then take him home. So there was a total of 3 out of I think 6 adoptions that day, which was pretty significant considering they said they don't really ever get any adoptions out. I think that they were only planning one dog to be fostered, or not fostered, but adopted out, which was that Eli, the third one. So we're pretty happy that dogs got adopted out, but now we're back home with no dogs except for Sugar, which is not a problem. I mean, I'm sure Sugar likes her free time to herself and not having to worry about other dogs or whatever, and having her owners to herself. And I was talking to Mom about how it'd be nice to actually have an actual fur brother or sister for her to have that's here permanently. It doesn't really matter what breed to me. I can name out a few breeds that I really like. Boxer, of course. Bulldog, the English Bulldog. Oh, so cute. And I wouldn't mind having a real Mastiff. Kind of would, kind of wouldn't. Hope I'm not getting sick. And I don't know. We're hoping to hear in a couple days, or a few days at least, from Houston Boxer Rescue about another dog. Sorry, it's really loud. So hopefully we do. We're gonna bring him or her in. Probably him. They were saying at the adoption event that they don't like to put female dogs with another female because they don't get along so well. But I think that's really a dominance thing, alpha female thing. So that's if you remember Pete, the white boxer that we were fostering, he 2 weeks ago he turned really sick one weekend, and we were really worried about him. He was not eating or drinking. It was hard to get him to get up. He was just laying all day. He just looked like death. And if Sugar would be like 5 feet within him, he would just be growling or barking at her. Not really barking, just like, "Arr, make it away, don't mess with me." And it just really looked really awful. So we let Lone Star Boxer Rescue know of the situation, and we ended up taking him to a vet on Monday, and that essentially turned him back over to the rescue. One of the representatives took him after the vet examined what his issues were. They let her know, and he passed away on Wednesday. And this past Wednesday, of course, it's really sad because he it was so weird. He's so full of life, and then just on the turn of a dime or a penny or whatever you want to call it, just boop, sick as hell. And he was starting to get better after some treatment after he went to the hospital, and and then it just got worse again, and they were gonna take him in to get looked at, just to get better, but he passed away before they could do anything about it. So, um, he's gone, and it's sad. Just to hear that a dog that was in your hands like not long ago, he's just gone, you know. And they think it was from a flea, or not flea, tick. Like when he came in, he was infested with ticks and stuff. So, um, the ticks, so whatever disease it was, it got to him, and he ended up passing eventually. So that's all for now, and I'll update you. I hope the next time that there's some news. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff that happened. I kind of condensed it. I forgot my camera to the adoption thing today. I was gonna get some video and some pictures and stuff, but I forgot my camera, so I can't put that in the Sugar Diaries next episode. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.